Welcome to the Martian Enterprise, round 6. We have Morgan, Clippy, Def Tacticus, and Ryak fighting each other on Mars. It's a glass colony. Glass starts to double. I'm casting with Lahi. And Lahi, what do you think? Is this map any good?
Okay, we are seeing a similar composition of HQs, and I am not sure. I would be looking at glass right away because glass colony, glass is high price, so having some adjacency to silicon will be very important. Scavenger will be okay, except that there's nuke, so I'm a bit scared about that.
Clippy went double iron mine, HQ1. And iron is at $4. And he funded with a lot of debt. He took 34k for this farm. What's happened here?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I would have rather see like found near water and get 2 food, high water. Maybe those in those line of play might be stronger than the current one.
Yeah. I think if they did, it might have been able to crush some aluminum too, getting the instant with HG2.
And Morgan is doing what we said. Building 2 greenhouse farm instead of 2 steel mill and getting aluminum because aluminum is started high.
He did this against me in ranked once, and I saw it happen. And I just bought up all the water on issue 1, and his farms barely made anything. And I sold down the water, and I won the game really quickly and easily. So it's really risky.
But Morgan did secure pump.
Bribe claim. Yeah, he did bribe claim to get water. Okay. This is not. He learned from that ranking. Very nice. So yeah, I do like this.
Yeah.
A lot.
And DT
well, second to found.
Having strong carbon production and strong water production, but still not in food market.
Slant drilling here. Oh, he's scanning there. As soon as he can afford the glass, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, slant drilling just because your carbon is pretty nukeable when it's this far away.
Ryak is...
oh, his water will always be nukeable. Yeah, let's look at Ryak.
Ryak has built a double glass kiln and has secured high silicon production. So that is upgrade secured and also nice market secured. Ryak's found does seem to be weak in terms of nukeability. But that being said, if this tower gets nuked out, because this is adjacent to base, Ryak can say, well, I will switch to other carbon, which is right nearby a crater, not a strong production, but still carbon production.
Oh yeah, but that's terrible because it's even more nukeable. I think I prefer DT's approach, although, yeah, like I said, he will definitely want slant or teleportation.
Yeah.
But at least, I mean, there's clips in the market. Maybe he doesn't even need it, we'll see. I would be much more tempted to nuke Ryak than DT here. Unless Ryak was falling far behind. And a lot of people going, wait, DT never made farms? What did he do instead? Upgrade? Why? Why is he collecting 660 water?
Well, it's DT play.
Is he expecting to... No, the DT play would be the scrap. Either the aluminum mines or the water pumps and build farms. He's still not building farms.
Yeah, considering that the food is still going up and Morgan, even though Morgan is auto-selling food, DT should get into those food. So this is about the time when power goes under control or out of control. So let's talk about power in mid-game, in this stage of the game.
Oh, finally, nice segue. Okay, yeah. So this is a typical phase that happens in most games, I think. So you should. So that implies you should always have a strategy for this phase when you found, because it kind of will happen. So what is a good strategy?
So first, let's cover that why this power peaked at 150. And it is because At the start of the game, power usually doesn't make money, so you put other buildings, and because deficit from power does not go into deficit in cash, it is fine as long as you can propel yourself to the stage where you can build tower when it's highest. And looks like Morgan's plan was to go one geo and 2 wind turbines. And Clippy has 2 turbines. DT has turbines, and Ryak has 2 geos. And those
I want to point out about Morgan just quickly that his base is excellently placed to take advantage of the superconductor patent.
Oh yes.
Something you can keep in mind too. So not maybe for the mid-game push, but it's a really solid late-game like found in regards to power. Oh, and there we go, DT. Yikes.
So one tip for securing this power. As a scavenger, because you mine carbon, you kind of don't have to prepare it for it, you just do what you usually do. But for other players, like Morgan, what they can do is, at the start of the game, when people sell those carbon they don't read at the moment, carbon might be cheap, and you can secure 80 or 100 or even 160 for double wind turbine, and you secure the building material needed to build those power down. And if you bought at the right time, you can get into those power market at the right time, and if it's combined with Dust Storm, it will be amazing.
Yeah. Water exploding now, and we pointed out that DT was collecting so much water. Wait, are we done with the power thing? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, DT collected a ton of water, but then he transitioned out of them and into 6 water-consuming buildings. Which means he's not really in a great position to sell out of it right now. Oh, he does it anyway, yeah. So he does cancel to the farms and goes into double pump. So he can sell, get some of this water money now, if he wants to.
Yeah. Morgan was first.
And we see water was contested, there was a lot of mutinies on water, or well, there was 2 mutinies on Clippy's or Morgan's water.
Morgan is first to Platinum, making excellent amount of money, and quickly followed by DT. And DT is also going for virtual reality.
I think people are overcommitting to water now.
Yeah.
And yeah, like we briefly mentioned, Ryahack's chorus, carbon chorus, that gets nuked out, and he does not have the claims to go for the backup carbon.
Yeah, that is a problem.
And he has no carbon stockpiled. Yeah, this can be a big problem. DT of course knows this because he's the one who nuked him, so DT chooses to stockpile all of his carbon here. Does not want to give Ryak the cheaper upgrade. Solid choice. And DT did not go for slant drilling. Instead, what he did was earlier claimed a third. Even though it was medium and a high, which is really, really good, he finished the triangle. So at this point, even if he gets nuked, he already has all the carbon he needs. So his strategy was to overcommit to carbon now, instead of having to deal with getting nuked.
And Ryak getting slant drilling saves Ryak from this carbon situation. And also going for carbon scrubbing, which is going to further aid carbon deficiency.
I mean, it mitigates the situation. I wouldn't say it saves it.
Yeah. But it's better than nothing.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I think
what do you do on HP5? Do you grab these 2 nearby and go in them, maybe?
Yeah, I think I can see argument for that.
Because otherwise you'll have to pay so much in shipping.
Yeah. I think I like still like those double carbon, although there's goon in the current carbon, so I can keep it too.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. So the third one in the line should become like another reactor or basically a non-quarry building. Then she claim one more adjacent to the Gund below. Yeah, good catch. I didn't see that lamp. And I haven't really kept up. How are people doing? It seems like pretty even in terms of money. Although DT seems very ahead in tech. Getting VR, getting thinking machines.
As optimization in chemical.
Yeah. The launch right now is food, and it's not excellent, but if you optimize it a bit, it can be. And I think he has his eyes on Off-World. Off-World would be really cheap for him right now. And he has thinking machines. Might see one come down really soon.
Looks like Ryak is in a lot of debt, and I believe that that problem stems from food. Let's see. Ryak has bought 46 and food. And did he get the auction? Get 28k auction.
Yeah.
This might become an issue.
I believe he had issues with water, but after slant drilling he now has... so he only had one high tile until slant drilling. And that's when it was high. He was making food, but it was during the dust storm. Yeah, maybe we should just stay out of the life support market.
I like this transition into chemical refinery on Ryak space. Is anybody else making chem?
That's a natural short. Wait, what?
And that's a hack?
No, that's 2 natural shorts and 1 hack.
Yeah.
This is the... What?
That is...
This isn't... What?
That is asking for EMP.
This is insane.
Wow.
The team is so lucky. Like, oh, let's hack camps. Oh, it's triple the efficiency. Like, what? He has enough money to buy Ryak in like 20 seconds. Oh, he got frozen. He would have had.
Yeah. And Clippy goes into 7 chem refineries. And DT's chem refinery is frozen. Ryak has...
DT has the triple optimizations. He should scrap his farms right now and go into chems.
Yeah. And Ryak has just started optimizing chemical like crazy. Oh, this has to be optimized.
DT should transition more and buy into fuel. Fuel is definitely gonna spike here.
Yeah. Wow. Clippy has one optimization and going to be 2 soon. Morgan has 1 and
this is the most like, is this the most insane thing that ever happened in Off-World? What is this? Look at the fuel price. It's gonna explode soon.
Yeah.
Oh, DT is surplusing fuel. Oh, should have shorted it instead. Bought into it. Meanwhile, during all this craziness, DT finishes Off-World market. That's something.
That's something?
Like fuel going up like $5 each second for spree. That's the surplus though. And yeah, there died cams. So all players in total are producing like 20 cams a second.
And from that, a lot of transitions still has stayed high. So people will want to keep producing steel for a while. And the iron price, look at the iron price.
Morgan not collecting iron, or enough iron, so Clippy is hacking it. Wait, is he? No, it's a natural short. But he benefited from it. He bought into it and sold it. And yes, it's decent stockpile of money here. And probably he can buy Ryak because it's cheap.
Yeah, Ryak is
or start buying into DT if you think DT is gonna finish the buy Morgan. I like buying Ryak. He's optimized and his D+2 has allowed that.
Yeah, as Clippy, buying Ryak is going to make the most sense.
Yeah, I think so. Instead going for the Off-World market. I'm not sure what he paid. Probably like 100, 120. Oh, and it got frozen immediately? Yeah.
Morgan seems to have been in a good position, but now it looks like Morgan is fairly behind.
Everyone heavily optimized chems there, so I don't think chems is gonna rise at any point during this game. So when you do crash a price like that and you want to move out of it, don't just move out of it and keep a zero stockpile. Because you know it's gonna go back up if everyone goes out of it. And it doesn't cost you much when it's this low to just buy like 100 and 200. And, or in DT's case, buy 241. That's like the secret number. And this makes you much safer to hacks. Safer, well, basically just a lot safer, and it doesn't cost you much. Solid advice all around. I mean, in every, it doesn't matter which resource it is, it doesn't have to be chems. If it's really, really crashed, just buy it. Pretty much always. Maybe not uranium on IO when there's 4 basalt platform users. That's the only exception.
And we are seeing a late game rebound. The power, everybody is not making enough power except for Morgan, and Morgan is not committing heavily into it. So the reason why we have this secondary bounce in power price is because in the mid game people secured enough power peaked, and people crash power, people committed a lot, and people have surplus of power. So power dies down. But as people start building these advanced buildings consuming a lot of power, and as people did not increase their power capacity, power is going to rise.
DT responding to it by optimizing power. I would have liked to see from Morgan, I think, transitioning into power because he has the superconductor.
This glass is not making much money. Carbon is not too expensive. Morgan could have switched to wind turbines and get the use of bonus.
This Geo is making enough house in a second. And DT keeps finding hacks, even after the chem thing. He finds electronics hack. They're basically forcing people to transition into electronics, and they're not prepared for it. They don't really have it optimized. Well, Riot actually does, but he didn't. Yeah, he's responding now. And as we can see, or well, we can as casters, the players will have to check the scoreboard. DT is really close to a buy on Morgan. So if you feel, oh, I can't stop DT, then this is when you buy into him. You don't wait until after you finish the buy.
Yeah.
Although Clippy seems to be pretty committed to buying Rack. Really didn't make much money since he started building this offer though.
Yeah. And there's mutiny war going on.
Yeah. He couldn't defend it. I didn't pay attention there. Yeah, there's reason you can't. I'm not sure if this would happen. I didn't pay attention at all. But preferably you don't build it on top of the iron tile, because then you can pop the goons with nukes.
We saw like magnetic storm on triple electronics. DT had been running, and we have second one. It's from Clippy. Excellent.
Oh wow! What did the second one do?
DT scrapped electronics, and all the shipping was crashed again.
Ah, okay. That's really nice. Alright. But he still has to buy it somehow. Alright. Remote production is not counted. And someone started nuking this out. But DT already has double off-world. It's too late.
Yeah.
And Clippy did go for the thing I said where he tries to buy in before DT finishes the buy, but he did only manage to secure 2 stock. Securing the other 3 would cost you 300k. So yeah, I'm really liking DT's position right here.
Yeah. DT has a full sub who has 2 off-road, reasonable amount of optimization. And Clippy only has 1 off-road, which is mutinied by... Who is it? DT?
DT, I think.
At DT. And Ryak has been behind, lagging in a large amount of debt.
Yeah. But not enough debt so that Clippy got a buy on him cheaply. He started repaying just as Clippy attacked him.
Yeah. And
So,
Ryak
heavily favoring DT.
is building a new off-road spiking carbon price, and that is going to help DT. I think the nuke was the right choice. I think we might prefer to see the third nuke, or the third nuke on the remaining tile.
At this point, I would rather see magnetic storms.
Yeah.
Because I have given up. Personally. Maybe I'm a quitter.
Mm.
What do you think? Do they have a reasonable chance to beat DT?
Mutiny is at 50k, so it's not going to be relevant after 1 or 2 mutinies. Nuke comes down from DT on Clippy Carbon, trying to secure his own money revenue.
Optimization routine successful.
I'm not sure when this happened, but Clippy has 550 glass.
Pirates. I hate those filthy bandits.
Yeah, it looks like DT will be able to take Clippy before Clippy does.
Yeah. It's just the off-world factor, really.
Yeah.
You can't make much money without off-worlds, and DT has too many off-worlds.
It has been running off-world for a very, very long time.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I said just buy my next storm, Slippy. It's best way.
Oh, there's a nice storm chance here.
Where?
On the carbon. It's...
you have a carbon chance every time, don't you?
Yeah. So DT has the red button on Clippy and takes Clippy.
Yeah.
At this point, Ryak will not be able to overcome this stock price and production in sub. So I believe.
Oh, how do we break up? No, I clicked X. Oh! Why do I?
That would be mean.
Wait, does the game continue or it continues, right?
Why so?
What? Is the game running or not?
The game is running.
Okay. Whew.
What happened?
Yeah. Well, every single time I go into charging graphs, I just click exit game. I don't even know why.
Oh.
I've done that like so many times now. Yeah, I was about to look who won the magnetic storm, and
oh no.
looks like Clipper could still get it. And I was about to ask, what do we do in case of a tie?
The black market is open for business.
Ties, I think they divide the scores then. Oh wait, we can't
reprogram the entire website.
Did he finish the fight before Ryak buys another storm?
Did he save us? Oh, why did I click that button? I was worried that because I'm host, maybe it would prevent.
Yeah, it looks like Ryak is not buying a magnetic storm. And did he get the button? Finishes buy.
Woo. So Clippy won it?
Yeah. Could be won the word.